For the low. Ooh, then here we go, y'all. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Can You Blame Me Live. I am your host, Raphael. And just in case y'all new to the platform, Can You Blame Me Podcast? Can You Blame Me Podcast is a podcast we speak on hip hop culture, entrepreneurship, everyday life challenges, and ratchets from McDonald's. Thank you for joining the show, man. You know what I mean? I got some special guests with me today. Yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Can You Blame Me Podcast, man? We here. Let's get it. Yes, sir, man. We back again with another very special episode. Can You Blame Me Live? We're in the building, man. We here with it, and I got some of my nearest and dearest friends with me today. You know what I'm saying? They came and wanted to join me today on this very special topic. So let's get into it. Let me introduce the panel, starting with my boy RandomJoe, man. Let's go.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy RandomJoe from Opinions Average Road Podcast. Just here to have a good time. Nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me. And let's do it.
All right. Next, we got Miss Tottie herself in the building, man. Tottie, what's up?
What's up? It's me, your girl Tottie. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I love it here, and I can't wait to talk about it.
I love it here too. Next, we got NiceFinesse in the building, man. Finesse, what's up, man?
Hey y'all, NiceFinesse. From the Some Special Podcast on Anchor. You can check me out later on YouTube. NiceFinesse. Just happy to be here. Can't wait.
Next, you got so we got Joe, Toddy, Nice. Y'all living it here so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next, last but not least, we got OG, the great in the building, man. OG, what's up?
The great, the GOAT. But I'm Olivia, otherwise known as OgtheGoat. You can follow me on all platforms at OgtheGoat except IG, OgtheGoat9. And that's about all I got going on.
Go in the building.
I'm happy to be here for the very first time. It's good to see you.
You're going to love it here. You're going to love it.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, man, you know what? Let's quit out. Let's get straight to it, man. We're going to skip all past the shenanigans, man. Y'all know why we're here. We're here to discuss a viral video that just surfaced all over the internet world. You know what I mean? It's this young lady. You know, some people say it was scripted. A part of me feel like, honestly, deep down, a part of me do feel like it was kind of scripted. It gave me scripted vibes. But nevertheless, it did spark a good conversation, even if it is an ain't. And the conversation is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, y'all? You know what? For y'all who don't know, we just gonna get into the clip. I'm gonna get into the clip. We're gonna play it. It's gonna be a couple minutes long, so y'all be patient. So for the people who haven't seen it, it's about a young lady. Her child's father came, bought her child some food, but she got like 3 other kids, and he only bought food for his child, not her other kids. And she felt some type of way about it, and she proceeded to be irate and just went batshit crazy. So let's get into it. Take a look at it, and y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me see here. Let's go.
I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, and he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not gonna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he only. I'm gonna expose the him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry? Okay, what about my other kid? No, I don't give my food stamps to the family. If you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out. How are you helping yourself when you're only getting kids food for discounting out the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. You're not gonna eat for all his other siblings and they're not eating at McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put? No. He's not gonna eat that McDonald's. You can't bring it up for everybody. Yes. How's that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb. Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
Wow.
I love the set.
Yeah, you know I get food stamps on the 11th. Yeah, dad and siblings. You know what you was getting into when you had a baby with me. Yes, you did. Okay, but you still had a baby with me who had kids with other people. I still have other kids. Because I'm exposed. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. You're foolish. And you only come here with one piece of food for one child. That's mine, silly. No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kid. Don't feed nobody at all there. He can't take that. He can't eat it. Them are your kids' siblings, though. Those are your kids' siblings.
Hello everyone, welcome. We have
Okay, but it's always a hater. Always a hater. Yeah, but y'all
emotional damage.
Y'all get the gist of it though, man. Y'all see the story. So before we get into the conversation, man, let me know what's y'all take on it, man.
Fuck them kids. Yeah, I said it.
All right, let go, Joe. Well, okay, fuck them kids. Why fuck them kids?
Fuck them kids because they're not his kids. Straight up. It would have been nice. It would have been polite. It would have been awesome if he bought them all. But no one manages no one else's pockets. That man didn't have a fancy car when he pulled up. We don't know what he worked. He could be a forklift driver for $12 or $14 an hour. He has a limited fucking budget. He's coming by bringing his kid food every day. You can't be out there managing no one else's money. He did not know what he was getting into. Just because I get with you when you got kids don't mean I'm entitled to take care of yours for fucking life. Once the relationship was over, the benefits that you got from the relationship end. When we was together, I was fucking you and you were sucking my dick. When the relationship end, that end. It's certain things that are relationship benefits. If I'm paying a girl, getting a girl nails done every 2 weeks and paying her cell phone while we are together, once we break up, that shit's not gonna continue. So why nothing after the relationship over is entitled to contend. Yes, you can be nice, but you owe nobody niceness, especially with your money, your time, your resources, which are limited. It's a motherfucking inflation. Gas prices, food prices, everything up. He even said it. If you had one or two kids, maybe I could do it. But goddamn, you got 3. And last but not least, yell at the other daddies, not me. Because I didn't bust a nut to make them kids. I had nothing to do with it. That nigga not my DNA. I ain't got to know them kids' name. Nothing that. I don't have to be friends with them kids. These is not genetically mine at all. Fuck them kids. And that's all I got to say about them damn kids.
Hey, so fuck them kids. That's where we at so far. Fuck them kids.
I don't think there's anybody that disagrees with that. I feel like it's unanimous that everybody is out here saying that
You'd be surprised on the internet.
He's not obligated, but it's not necessarily the kids that you're against. It's that the dispute that she's creating, which I think she created it just by filming it all together.
True.
So Toddy, you feel the same way? Like you feel like her his actions were justified or her actions were justified?
To be honest, I'm right in the middle somewhere because I feel like he doesn't have to provide for the other kids. I would never want to feel like I have to provide for my child and somebody else's. I only have one. So I get that. But I also understand that she couldn't take that food into her house and give just one of her kids McDonald's. I also understand that she couldn't let her child go and sit in the car and eat McDonald's and then go back into his siblings. You know what I'm saying? So
he said, tell us why she couldn't have let him in the car and eat it.
Because it causes division amongst the siblings. So, I mean, I don't know how many times could that happen before that kid got to get his ass whooped because he think he's so special.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Her kids, right? Because your other kids beat their siblings because they got a better daddy. The kid got to not have something because his daddy is a better provider than the other one. What happens?
I know, but see, but see, that's where it goes back to, like she said, you knew what you were getting into when you had a baby with me, because he did know she had those kids, and we don't know for sure, but he probably knew the mother baby daddies wasn't around. You know what I'm saying?
Over what you was getting into.
But you know what? She also knew what she was getting into. How is she just gonna straight up expect somebody to be like, forever now you're gonna have to take care of my kids until I tell you I'm
hold on, y'all. Before let me hear what Nice got to say. Let me let her speak first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice, what you got to say about it?
I'm kind of the same. I'm in the middle. Correct. He's not obligated to take care of anyone else's babies. But I have to know, how did she relate to him that the kid was hungry? Did she say, "Hey, my baby hungry," and he came through, or did she say, "I need some"? The kids don't got nothing to eat, and he still pulled up with one thing. So, like, as a mother, if I only got one, but if I was to have more than one, and I could only reach out to one baby daddy to feed all of them, I wouldn't say get some McDonald's. I'd probably like, how much you got? Let me get that. And I'll figure out how to feed them all once you do whatever you can do. You can send me some money for your one kid, and I'll make this one, work for the rest of them. But
right.
Don't spend my money on no other kids.
It ain't about you. I don't care. Once you give me the money for your kid, cool. I got the money.
That's why he brought it.
Do as their mother to make sure all of them eat, and I appreciate you for it because you was the one I could call.
So if a man give you $300 to buy his kid's school clothes, you're gonna take that $300 and spend that school clothes money on another nigga children?
Whoa, hold on, y'all, hold on, Joe.
Let him make his rounds. Every time we say something, Joe, you got to buddy in. First of all, Huncho is making his rounds. Pipe down. We'll get to the letter.
Wow. Hey, this shit's ludicrous, but my bad.
No, I just wanted to make sure so y'all all on the same page that if the father gives you a budget or give you money, food, whatever it is for the child, we're gonna say money. Y'all feel like it's justifiable to split it amongst the rest of the kids? Y'all on the same page with that?
I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Joe, how do you feel about that?
This is idiotic. I'm just not gonna say much more because it makes no logical sense. If I give you $300 to buy my kid's school clothes, he's supposed to have $300 worth of clothes. I work to provide for my child, not Bobby, Ricky, and Charles' child. That just makes no logical sense. It should damn near be illegal. That's why I was just simply buy the clothes myself and give it to the kid. I work so my kid can have, not so another dude kids can have. Why, in any way, it makes any morally and logically and financially correct sense for me to catch another nigga slack? You know what I'm saying? How I give my kid a Happy Meal, you're gonna cut the burger 4 ways to get to this other kid, so my kid is slightly hungry when I work to provide for him. And based on the video, he was doing that daily. So he wasn't like being like, I'm coming to bring food. He was coming by and bringing his kid food, as he's supposed to do. You can't take your unfortunate situation and try to make shit fair because you chose poorly with your other baby daddies.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Now, we're not talking about what we can and cannot do. We're talking about what's right, what's wrong, and what you would do.
And what you got to do.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, and I only have one child as well, but if I had 3 kids and the other 2 daddies wasn't about nothing or, you know, died or whatever, if I get some money, all the money I have for school clothes is going to be divided equally amongst each child. I don't care where it came from. That's just what it's going to be. But if that's the case, if you got a problem, maybe you should have went and bought some clothes. I might return.
It's wrong. It's wrong to take from Joseph Jr. to give to Ricky, Bobby, and Charles Jr.
It's wrong for you
for having a Joseph Jr. with the woman who already had Ricky and Bobby kids. You already knew she had Ricky and Bobby. You came in, you see their daddies one in there. You continue to be with her. You had a baby with her, then you left her. Now she done with this situation, and you want to make sure your baby is cool. But you know this woman got 2 other kids, so you should know that whatever money is coming into that household is going to the family, not just the one. Unless you want to just get your baby, but mamas usually don't want to just let.
But that wasn't household money. That was specifically for the kids. As an adult woman, you should be able to provide for your own household.
Once the money gets to the head of the household's hands, she's gonna make the decisions. He or she is gonna make the decisions with it.
I just feel like if you really want to be an accountant and nitpick what these women are doing with the money that you give them for children, then you should have had babies with your wife.
Oh.
It's that she shouldn't have had 4 baby daddies. And you should have
married her before you had kids.
You become number 5.
How is making sure your resources go to your seed nitpicking?
You're nitpicking somebody else's finances when all you're really doing is making sure that your kid is okay and your baby's mother is okay too.
Why you got? I know we don't care about making sure baby mother's okay.
If she's not okay, your kid's not okay.
Then she needs to lose custody.
But that's the bigger question. Why he don't got it?
If you can't provide for your children, I gotta wait till the food stamps come to 11. So if I didn't come out with this burger, nobody was gonna eat. That's a CPS issue down there.
Of course, it's a mutual. It's a mutual thing that it should be a team up, but you hold responsibility too. Just because she holds responsibility doesn't mean that you don't no longer hold.
To the other 3, you don't. Just one.
But here's the thing.
My
thing is, then why is it not a situation of, you know what, until you get on your feet, I'm gonna take my son with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't feed them. We got video evidence. You're having a hard time feeding the kids.
Right.
You can't financially support them. So let me support my child, and we don't have to talk about this. But if you know you really aren't willing to take the child, or you can't take the child, then buy a loaf of bread and some damn bologna and a bag of chips.
Did she strike you as someone rational enough to give up her child? She fucking threw the food on the ground so nobody got nothing. Does that strike you as a rational human being who's gonna let you take a child?
You don't. Nobody.
You already knew it wasn't rational when she turned on the camera.
First of all,
that's not the subject. That's not really the topic.
I mean, no, but she's saying let him take the child. That proves that she wouldn't do that because that's a rational decision. She threw a cup at a grown man. Yeah, hit her ass. You've been wrong.
Here's the difference between a lot of mothers and fathers. You don't have to let me do nothing. I'm going to court. I don't care if I'm a strung out prostitute. I'm cleaning my shit up. I'm going to court and I'm fighting for my baby, and I'm coming up to this office every day, every month, whenever they tell me to, to try to get my child back. She don't have to let him do anything. Is he trying?
You saw his car? He looked like he afford a lawyer.
What? First of all, you don't need an actual lawyer to be able to go to a family. You can just go to DHS, walk in the office, let them know, fill out paperwork. You don't actually have to hire a lawyer to get the kids.
Statistics show the family court system is highly in the women's favor. To get a woman from a child, she got to be down there a fucking raging crackhead, prostitute / murderer. Yes, a man can get a child from a woman, but she got to be the worst case scenario because y'all get first deals, and that's how family court is set up, and that's just the truth. Everybody fucking know it.
So you know what? I'm glad you said that because see, after watching the video, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of torn too. I see both sides, but like it ain't really what it's how she approached the situation. You know what I mean? True. Like I can understand what she's saying. Like me, if I was in that situation, we got a good rapport, and she got other kids. If I'm in position, I'm gonna get all the other little food too. You know what I'm saying? But it's how she dealt with it. Like she didn't have to be so like aggressive with it and so like classless with it. She could have just had a conversation with him and say, hey, before you come, man, you can just y'all eat in the car, eat before you get here, because I got other kids here and I want to keep the peace and keep tension in the house down. Like, she could have put it another way to where she didn't put him in like defense mode to make him kind of, so reactive and make him get like kind of, come off as like an asshole a little bit.
I don't think he reacted bad. He was very, very, very distant. He was very mature.
He did, but she put him in position to look like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, to me, the overwhelming response has been unanimous that she was in the wrong. So I don't even really know if there's much of a debate here.
Yeah,
that's why she made the response video. Because have you seen the response video?
I seen that bullshit.
Right. But I mean,
I watched several podcasts that said he was in the wrong. It's a lot of women.
It's a lot of women that says he's in the wrong though, OG.
You should provide for all the kids. You can't make them feel that way.
Listen, I watched a man earlier. This woman asked her dad, I don't know if y'all saw it on TikTok, and he was like, basically, what kind of child would I be raising if I raised a child who could sit in front of his siblings and eat, knowing they don't have nothing to eat. And honestly, if I'm for me, it's just that he doesn't have to, but morally, I would definitely, if I'm never going to bring something for one child and not the others. I don't care if they just over here or whatever, so morally I would have said, well, especially because they came out of a relationship, he really already knew, how shit was over there. I probably would have got some damn bread, sandwich meat and chips and shit and took it.
I like what Nice was saying with like, what was the precedent before that? What was the discussion? Because it does sound like, so did she say, hey, can you come over with dinner? And he showed up with one thing, or was there some scenario? Because it just doesn't make any sense why you're that mad. Did you just not want to cook dinner, or ask money to make dinner? I don't know what's going on.
She said he did it every day.
So I asked the guy myself about this topic, and I asked him, like, would you do that? He said he would.
Come a little closer, Nice.
You can hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he was just saying, like, normally he wouldn't do that, but he has been in a position where his baby mama, other kids, was disrespectful. And so they were saying shit like, you're not my daddy and shit like that. So he was like, all right, you're right. Now I'm going to make you feel it. So now when I come through with shoes, it's only for my kid. When I come through with this, it's only for my kid. But he was being petty, you know what I'm saying? But you can't teach your kids to be disrespectful, especially if there's somebody that's helping. But if I call you up and I say, ain't no food here, we hungry, it should make a lot of sense to bring more than just one meal for the child.
Well,
if I say we hungry, your response should be like, none of y'all ate, everybody hungry, or just my child. You should ask that.
Right.
But look. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. But don't feel entitled. Be grateful. Be appreciative. I think the issue is, like, she came in here like he's supposed to do it. You know what I mean? And okay, even though, like you said, the grown man can do it, and just, as an adult, you want the kids to feel, all on, even though they're not yours, the kids, they don't understand. But you put somebody in a position where they feel like you try to come off like they have to do it, then yeah, you may get a little pushback. And I feel like she put him in a predicament, or she presented it to him like those kids were just as much his responsibility as they were his own. And then we don't know bruh, inflation, the cost of living, everything is up now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, $3, $4, $5 meal, them days over with. Like, 5 can equal 25 now. Who's to say he may be, in a bind or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So, like, my personal alternative would have been, if I ain't trying to spend an extra $20 on the other kids, I would have had just maybe gave the kids like a $1 a piece, gave them some money and say, hey man, y'all go to the store, get y'all some snacks or something, just so they'll feel
$1.
Right.
Yeah.
He's talking about inflation and give him $1.
Yeah, I give them $1, tell them to go to the candy store or something. Just so
you
they
can't even
like,
go to the dollar store anymore with that.
Right.
When you got 4 kids and 4 baby
dads, you see your response. You see why we have to do what we have to do. Because at the end of the day, no, I get what you're saying. Nobody's out there to take care of all them other kids, but I am. So I would rather you just give me the money and let me figure it out. You ain't got to figure it out. Give me.
Or you can find their daddy. or you can find their
They
daddy.
gone. We know they daddy gone because you was just here and they wasn't here. So
But if he give you the money and let you figure out his money is not gonna get dispersed properly to his kid, and that's his main concern. My man, when I go to work every day and do a job I don't want to fucking do, my main concern is that my money properly goes to my seed, my genetic DNA.
But this is what I don't understand.
Honestly, if your kids cease to exist, it's unfortunate. I'm just glad mine's alive because he had no legal, physical, or genetic obligation to those kids. Not saying he won't be sad, not saying he wish nothing on them, but you have to make sure your seed is getting the best provision and resources it is. I'm not gonna go take care of my neighbor across the street kid more or just as equal as I do mine because they're nothing to me. Yes, I'll protect him from a wild dog or some shit, but I'm not finna break bread with my neighbor's fucking kids. And y'all out here trying to manage another man's pocket. Like, so you telling me
that's just it comes with it though.
When Christmas come and he want to buy his kid a Nintendo Switch, he gotta get Nintendo Switches for all the niggas.
No, because one Nintendo Switch you can use it for multiple people for one. So that doesn't even make any sense. That's not even a good example.
Yeah. I mean, we can buy some extra controllers.
Because their father's poor. Because their father's poor, mine's got to do it out so it could be a balance.
Listen, here's the thing. That's just at the end of the day, it's just the difficulty. You're talking about human beings, little humans. Right. So at the end of the day, you can't just be out here having. Why would you become baby daddy number 4 or 5 in the first place?
Because the pussy was good, obviously. Because she already got 3 kids.
But now, but this is what's gonna come with it. This is what's gonna come with it. And it is what it is.
But you know what?
That's not what comes with it. Once you break up, everything that came with it goes away.
Obviously not.
Why are you having kids with you talking about once you break up? Like, why are you having kids with people that you're gonna be breaking
because
up?
They not his kids. He got 1 kid. Once he had kids, he take care of his. Ricky Bobby and Charles Jr.
Okay, Joe.
We see how that's working.
Let's say you got a baby mama, right?
Hold on, Joe. Let Nice go ahead.
So Joe, let's say all of a sudden you get hit by a bus, right? Right? Your baby is there with the baby mama. Now she end up with another guy. Man coming to her life. He's supporting. Now he gone. Now you gone. He gone. Your kid's hungry. He come through and just feed the other kid. He could care less about you. He been around this child. He done held this child. He done probably bathed in their house. You know what I'm saying? He been around these kids. And then all of a sudden he leaves. Is he wrong for just leaving your kid out? You gone. It's nothing you can do. But you need some help. You're gone. You get hit by a bus.
I'm gone where?
You got hit by a bus. You're gone.
When you dead, it ain't shit you can do about it.
I'm just saying. You got an answer for everything. I'm saying if you gone.
No, that's not an answer for everything. That's just the truth.
When you expect her to choose somebody who's gonna come in and help with your child as well, though.
It would behoove her to, but there ain't shit I can do about it. But while I'm here, it's not a concern. You only can have concerns about things while you here. And while I'm here, another nigga feed my kid would never be a concern. You only can have concerns about things that you could do something about. It's a quote. Basically, I don't know the quote. I don't want to fuck it up verbatim, but you gotta have the wisdom to know what to fucking do something about it, and some shit to know the shit you can't do something about. Y'all heard it before. I know I boosted the shit out of it. But yeah, so if I'm dead, that's like irrelevant. But while I'm here, my kid would never have to worry about Tyrone buying their ass no food. He would never have his stomach growling and need another nigga to provide. And that's what this guy was doing.
At the end of the day, when it comes down to the mother who does have all of those kids of hers, not just one of them, she can't just think about one or prioritize one. And that's what it is. But I'm trying to figure out how them bitches with all them kids, they always be the one with a man, always having more babies. For real, because before they broke up, he was taking care of them kids. He was buying all them kids food every time he got food. Like, I don't get it, but how he even get himself in that position, I don't know.
Right.
I got a big old dude.
We gonna share our final thoughts on that topic before we get on to the child molester himself.
Hey.
So yeah, man. So like I said, my final thoughts on it is, like I said, I'm kind of in the middle with it. Let me see if we check and see if we got some account. Okay, shout out to Lawless Imagination says accountability will forever be a woman's kryptonite, cause ain't no way my son splitting his burger 4 ways. Shout out to Lawless Imagination, man. So yeah, you know, I can see both sides, but at the end of the day, like I said, my thing is just be grateful, be appreciative, and don't make me feel like I'm obligated, because I ain't really got to do shit. Like, really, if you want to go there, we gonna be on that type of time it is for them kids. But if you be grateful and you appreciative, then yeah, I'm gonna come through and we gonna work as a team.
She up there with that sad story.
But before, right? But
how all my kids gonna be? They got to eat too. We ain't got nothing.
Listen to this man.
Just don't come to the 7. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
But yeah. So Nice. What's your final thoughts on it, man?
My final thought. Dang, why you have to come to me first? My final thought is about the whole thing is that communication is very important. At the end of the day, communicate what it is. Like, if you gotta, I understand mothers who have been there. So if you gotta reach out to that one baby daddy, just say, hey, look, I'm reaching out so you can be need business. Be able to communicate to him. Don't expose him and make him feel bad or all of that. Either he can or he can't. If he can't do that, then don't even worry about it.
Right.
Or be slick with the shit. He needs some shoes. Send me $60 for some shoes, and then you take that money and you feed the kids. You get the shoes.
Oh, so you promote.
You show him you still got some shoes.
So now a lot of these baby mamas are scam artists.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You guys pay for other things that are way dumber.
Thank you.
Way dumber. I
don't think it do what
like
it do.
pussy.
That's true. Feet
But
pictures.
I benefit from that.
Y'all love
I
it.
benefit from Ray Ray Jr.
Yeah, y'all love a toe. Y'all love them panties. Somebody asked me
That's
for my
true.
bra the other day.
I'd rather get a lap dance than feed fucking Charles Jr., okay? Ain't my fucking kid.
I want to punch one.
So OG, okay, so OG, I get you and Toddy pretty much on the same page. You know what I mean?
I didn't even say nothing.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna let you go next, but I'm saying, like, I see y'all kind of on the same page. So OG, what's your final thoughts on it?
I agree with Nice. Like, communication is key. It's clear that they had a turbulent breakup, because I'm sure if they had some mutual understanding afterwards, he seems like a nice enough guy to maybe continue to do things like that, or at least communicate it better. Or who knows? We don't know. Mm-hmm. But if it wasn't, like you said, if you weren't going to sit here and make him feel obligated, he had to do stuff and approach it that way. We need to stray away from like picking up our cameras and yelling out all this business on live for what reason, I don't know. But now we all know that she gets food stamps on the 11th. So. Right. Ratchet
is at his finest. Hit her up if y'all need some food. And she better not be selling them either.
Right.
So Toddy, what you got to say, man, before we get into R. Kelly?
I feel the same way. Communication is key. The whole time I watched the video, I'm like, I get why he feels the way he feels. I get how she feels, but her communication was very much off. I do feel like she should have been like, bring some bread and some sandwich meat, and maybe that would have solved the problem. But I feel like she felt like he was supposed to do it, probably because God's been doing it for her for a minute now or something. Because, like I said, girls with a whole bunch of kids always got a man. But I guess that's another topic for another day.
That's a good one. Okay. So look, y'all, man, we're gonna take a quick intermission and tell everybody, make sure y'all share the live, subscribe. Y'all support everybody on the panel. If y'all feel like y'all rocking with them, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like what they saying. You liking the energy, feel free to donate. They got the cash app up. You know what I mean? Donate to the platform, man. We here with it. Speaking of kids, we finna get into somebody else who love kids. R. Kelly himself. So, he just got sentenced to 30 years in prison. God is so good. And you know, I just want to hear y'all take on it, man. The man himself, the child molester, the pedophile, the freak, the what it perv, all the other words you want to use, finally got his justice. So I want to hear. First off, before we even go there, let's give a round of applause to R. Kelly.
Let's give a round of applause to him.
Exactly.
Say what?
Let's give a round of applause to R. Kelly.
For him going to prison.
I'm not calling that.
Oh yeah.
Look like I'm by myself, guys. That's cool.
No, I'm trying to send a link because somebody trying to get on and trying to watch.
Oh, okay. They're trying to get. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, send it to the group chats, OG. You sent it?
No, I'm about to send it now, boo.
So while OG do that, let me start with Joe. Get your perspective on that, man. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood today, man.
Oh, Lord.
Finally gone.
First of all I want to say, all the pedophile stuff to this day, he never got convicted of none of that. I ain't saying it didn't happen, but that's all allegations. If you go look to what he in jail for now, it has nothing to do with a minor. Let's make that clear. It has nothing to do with a minor, what he got charged to 30 years for. And none of the stuff that had anything to do with a minor, there's no sex registration, sex minor stuff on R. Kelly record whatsoever legally. Let's make that clear. So I ain't saying he innocent, but to call him a pedophile is legally and technically disingenuous. Also, I don't wish jail on nobody. R. Kelly needed help. R. Kelly was molested by a man, and his mama got paid off for it. R. Kelly was molested by his own sister. R. Kelly is dyslexic and can barely read. R. Kelly is just another case of hurt people. Yes, he's not. Yes, I'm not saying he don't need some jail time, but he more than jail time. He needs psychological help.
That's good.
He's so petty for that. I'm sorry.
And he gets. And not saying he don't need to be in there, but let's just look at all the facts. He needs psychological help, jail time, of course. But why he in there, he getting help because R. Kelly is a victim himself. But clearly, he didn't do no pedophiles on his record. They're just a fact. And you got to separate the man from the music. But black people, we are so hard on our own people because Elvis married a 14-year-old kid. It's a known fact that Elvis used to take young girls behind the show after each show all the time. He knocked up Lisa Marie. He started fucking with Lisa Marie Presley when she was 14. That's a fact. Yeah, he still got a museum. He just had a movie came out. He got a another show coming out. His music is still on all platforms. So his family, his people still getting ready to get money. R. Kelly did what he did, and they snatched all this shit down. It's a double standard. Like, white people didn't come after him like we came after ours. But for some reason, we have extreme self-hate for ours. Not saying we should love the nigga, but you notice how we come after ours with all ferocity that our counterparts don't. And I want to know where that comes from. Why do we hate each other so much as black people?
I actually feel you in a lot of ways because it's not that me as well. I don't feel like he's necessarily innocent, but I do think that time does play a part as well because we do all know that when he was, for example, married to Aaliyah, it was legal, you know, and even in Chicago, I believe the age limit is 17, is it not?
It is.
It's not
Right now, and that's why it was legal for him to date those women. So I feel like there hasn't been any actual proof. He is not convicted of it, and I do feel like the only reason that the point in the documentary and all of that was to make us dislike him to the point to where he could be thrown away and we not care. Basically, I do feel like that was important. And I think it's because people really do feel like he did these things and got away with it. However, I feel like it's dangerous because if that can happen to him, then you can be thrown away based off of accusations as well. I want the actual proof. That's my only thing. So, and I also feel like, you know, I'm sure you guys know they just found Emmett Till's, the woman who lied on Emmett Till. They just found an arrest warrant for her that they never actually used. and now his family is asking that she, even though she's in her 70s, is convicted of the crime and spends, hopefully the rest of her life in prison. And that is an example of, she, because if we're gonna let them go back and crucify our people for the crimes they made decades ago when shit was actually more legal, you know what I'm saying, in a way of life, then there's still a lot of white racists who did a lot of evil things. And I want to see the same thing happen to everybody. If that's how we're going to do it, it needs to happen to everybody.
Okay. Nice. What do you got to say?
First of all, I can't stand you because you know how I feel about R. Kelly. Okay, I love R. Kelly. First of all, and I love his music. I'm a huge R&B fan. I'm born and raised in Chicago. This is a R&B city. So, I fucking love R&B, and I really feel like there's an attack on black music, black R&B. I feel like they put him on this huge platform to kind of attack us. Look at the music that our babies have now. It's drill music. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Kill each other and shit like that. Took all the love and sex and all of that away from us and locked it up. Now, do I believe he did that? Yes, I do. I saw the tape. He did that shit. Everything. I don't know if he did all of that, but he was a pedophile. I do believe he should have time. I do believe he should have been arrested for it. But 30 years, no. I don't believe 30 years is. I think that's a stretch. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, and Joe, I think that's just for New York, right? Is it not?
Yeah, he got more cases going on.
Only in New York. They not even done sentencing the man. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they're not done yet?
No.
Yes,
that lifetime shit put a bad name on him. They just went too hard for him. I don't like that. I don't like. You know how much music this man wrote and made? He wrote for Michael Jackson, Celine Dion. This is real music.
So who are the victims? Do you guys feel as if people are
Come on, Toddy, hold that thought. Let me let OG speak on it real quick.
No, I want to hear what Toddy has to say real quick because I can bounce off of her.
I'm sorry.
Don't lose your train of thought.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, but I was asking do you think like people are angry about the girl from back in the day that he peed on? Do you think they're upset about Aaliyah, or what do you think people's biggest trigger now is? Because are there more people that I don't know about?
Everybody in that documentary, right? All those. I'm not saying that they're minors, but
yeah, they were
basically grown. What he was charged with, from what I understand, at least in this particular sentencing, is sex trafficking. They must have some level of something that I don't think that they're about to stop at just him either. I think they have to turn around and get people around him too. But I think that I feel like we're kind of absolving the things that he actually did, because apparently he did things. If not pedophilia, he definitely participated in some type of sex trafficking and that they were able to convict him of. But maybe the problem here is maybe did social media play a part in his conviction?
Right.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I was kind of upset about the documentary,
because I did come into this thinking a little bit opposite. But as I hear what Nice is saying, what Joe is saying, I'm like, maybe the punishment is a little bit outweighed. Because the white lady who killed Botham Jean, she got 10 years.
Girl.
And that's out here in Dallas. Well,
and I was like,
we gotta stop letting them throw our black people away. Even like black people need to understand punishments that fit the crime. Because we let our people just get thrown away, and the reason that's happening to us is because they don't see us as human.
It's just like OJ. They felt OJ got away with that murder.
He did.
Well, so when he got in trouble for robbing his own stuff back, somebody stole his stuff, and then he came with a gun to get his shit back. They gave him a maximum penalty because, like, you got away with this, but on this little shit, we're gonna max your ass out. And that's what they did with R. Kelly.
That's because of his status back when he originally created that crime. He was probably worth too much to even let him get incarcerated like that.
But I say, they should have gave him 90 years. You know what I mean? I can't wait till the new developments come up. They need to lock him up and throw away the key. The man is an animal.
So Huncho, can you tell us what exactly?
I'm gonna explain it. Let me explain it. I'm gonna explain it. He treated those women he treated the women like animals. Those were very inhumane conditions, making them eat their own feces, abusing them verbally, physically.
Was the door locked?
Say what?
All those women had cell phones.
Hold on. But hold on. Let me
911.
Okay, I got you. But hold on, let me just finish. So, he's a master manipulator. You know what I mean? And I hold the parents accountable as well. So regardless of whether the door was locked or unlocked, these are for very young and impressionable kids. And
they were adults.
Young ladies. And some went in with the idea that they was going to pursue a career in music, and he took the opportunity and took advantage of it. So, you know what I'm saying? With everything come with consequences. He need to be held accountable for his actions. And it ain't no fun till Rabbit got the gun. So y'all sitting on here talking about protect black men, and it was a little extreme. Joe, Toddy, Nice. Would you let your child go through that? Would you let your child spend that R. Kelly?
No.
Would you feel the same way
I think that's not what they're saying. They're saying that he needs to face consequences, but we need to revise what these consequences really are. Because what are we doing to our black men? We're just storing them away and forgetting about them forever.
But what I'm saying is,
come out and face recidivism.
But what I'm saying is, we can't keep throwing the protect our black men card when right is right and wrong, black, white, blue, purple, green. I don't give a damn.
But here's the thing, though. My thing is this: I don't feel like it was sex trafficking. I feel like it was just some dom play. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers like to watch 50 Shades of Grey, but a black man do it and it look like abuse. Like, if you go get, I'm a little confused a little bit, because my thing is, I feel like they wouldn't have did that for y'all. They did it for R. Kelly because they had a motive. You know what I'm saying? And that's not for everybody. Now, when it comes to the minors had no business being in that situation, and I do hold him accountable. But a lot of these women were grown, and they're just saying that they were victimized by him. But no, sis, you had a motive. You were fucking with him because he's R. Kelly. That's the only reason you let him pee on you and do all that other shit, because you was hoping to benefit from it.
It was no locked doors. You weren't chained to the bed. They all had cell phones. They used to go to the mall and go shopping. They was living and benefiting off this man. Could have walked off that front door, called 911, traveling at any time. And if they came to him because they wanted to get their music career up, they were trying to use him. Any woman that's 19 years old when R. Kelly was 40-some already knew of his weakness for younger women. They tried to use his weakness and his sickness against him for their own personal benefit. R. Kelly like young chicks. Let me go meet R. Kelly. You ain't 19 in 2017 talking about you just a hard ass R. Kelly fan. You know
that's what I'm saying.
So you ain't gonna fuck you. That's like me saying I'm a fan of Tubby Checker. That's like me saying I got to meet Tubby Checker. Like no. You know what I'm saying? And the simple fact is that they were trying to use a man's sickness to benefit. When you be like, I want my career done, you're trying to use him. People like R. Kelly using them girls, they trying to use him because they trying to get fucking skyrocketed.
You know what y'all sound like? You know what y'all sound like though? Y'all sound like the white when we have stories that come out on the news and the white young boy that's 17 years old, he go shoot up the whole school, and then they say, well, he had mental issues.
No, that is not the same thing at all.
I'm just saying those girls weren't innocent. They weren't an innocent little, I don't know who Robert is. He snatched me up off the
I don't feel like y'all giving him enough accountability, man. Yeah, he was a star. Yeah, I understand what y'all saying. He put some of the people putting themselves in that position. But what I'm saying, it was manipulation involved.
How is somebody so stupid, so manipulative? He's not even smart.
Well, I said, how much illiterate can read can manipulate?
Now he's an artist and he has great talent, and I'm sure he can be very seductive and charming. But Either you stupid or you smart. He's too stupid to be a master manipulator.
He's not a genius.
You don't have to be a master manipulator when you're handsome and you're rich and you're talented. And people actually want to fuck with you, and they think about doing shit they would not normally do for you. But my thing is, what's the point in the NDAs? What's the point in the NDAs if they don't prevent shit like this from happening? I don't get it. Because if you are into any dom play, no, I got somebody real heavy on me for some dom play. You want to lick my feet clean, all kind of shit. People out here like all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is for people who are in that community, what is the point in a fucking contract if people can just say, well, we're going to all come together and expose you? But I don't know. I just feel like it's a sexual lifestyle that a lot of people don't understand. But the whole point in the contract is to make sure that it's considered as consensual.
So everybody signed NDAs? All the people who went to court and shit like that, they signed NDAs? Or
I can't really. I think you asked if everybody signed NDAs. A lot of the people who were in the documentary said they signed documents and they didn't want to speak out because of it, but they felt more comfortable once they had more numbers. Which is how people...
got a comment too. Let's somebody said Lawless Imagination said, bro, Joe the realest one on the panel. No cap.
Always, man.
Joe, is that you? No, I'm just playing.
Right, on his phone.
He also said that, but he agreed with y'all this way. He said, like, we love tearing down black men, don't we? It's a great day because another black cultural icon falls. And then he said, okay, Toddy, there we go. Don't forget, Casey Anthony, she free.
Can I also add, though, to the comment saying tearing down another black man? We do want to be able to discern that some people are shitty sometimes, and it does not matter what color you are. So it's okay sometimes that you just don't like somebody no matter what the color they are. It's not, I don't think that Huncho was saying he didn't like R. Kelly because he was black. He did shitty things, or at least it seems as much, and it's apparent because he was convicted for it. But now that we're having this discussion, I am really curious on how much social media and this documentary really influenced that, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it kind of was dom play. And I have known people who've been in those relationships before. I currently know somebody like that. So I'm like, there's so many perspectives, but at the end of the day, I also see what Huncho is saying, because presently and in reality, this is how we handle things in the justice.
They know me at Raphael on their platform.
Huh?
Raphael. I keep saying Huncho too.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Those documentaries came out in the middle and the peak of cancel culture. Yeah. That shit's very fucking powerful.
That's the point, though.
They did the same shit to Bill Cosby.
That's the point, because now, because of social media and how much we use it to protest and rise, I feel like now the new method is to cancel someone amongst us so that they can fuck with them without us interfering.
Y'all don't think they did the same shit to Bill?
Oh yeah,
they did, and then they let him right out. How you lock him up for a whole bunch of shit and then
he got out on the technicality? But it didn't. I don't think Bill really did shit.
I actually read his court documents, and it was so. I don't understand how he even got time based on.
I read them too. Thank you. It was so much bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we look into these court documents enough.
And ask me, do you got any party drugs? Bill never slipped none in nobody's drinks.
Exactly.
Every time he gave somebody, that's like Nice being like, "Hey, you got some weed?" And then
that was the time of Quaaludes.
Then I give it to her and she smoke it, and then she get high and we fuck. I ain't drug and rape her. She asked me at 12 o'clock at my house. She got high. She asked for Hennessy. She poured her own glass. She drunk it. That's the kind of shit was going on if you read Bill transcripts. It's like, let me slip this in your drink.
It's really weird, and I'm like, how the fuck he get locked up for that? I don't know what's going on.
Why you coming to a married man house at midnight talking about we trying to talk about a movie contract, a business deal? Office hours are 9 to 5. 10
at the end of the day, because we about to wrap it up. I'm gonna stay within this hour mark. I'm sorry, Toddy. Go ahead, get it out.
I didn't have nothing to say.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm definitely for our people and protecting our people. But you know, like once again, even when going to the ratchet baby mama, even going to us, accountability. You know, that's what I'm gonna say on that. Guys, we're coming up on the 55-minute mark. We want to keep it up on the hour. So, you know, once again, I appreciate everybody for joining. Appreciate everybody in the comments on all platforms. We're gonna take the last couple of minutes, unless y'all got some final words, you know what I'm saying, on the topic. I want to take the last couple of minutes. What you got, Toddy? Talk to me.
I got a question. I want to know, do y'all think that Emmett Till's accuser should be locked up?
Yeah.
I think it would be justice.
Yeah,
if you really want to be talking about justice, that's justice.
Yes, because I don't think anybody even knew she had an arrest warrant. They just thought she got away with it, but the police just decided not to pick her up.
I don't care if she's 100 years
That's
old.
just so disgusting to me. That makes me upset.
They just charged a 105-year-old Nazi that ran a concentration camp and killed like 360-some Jews. And they just charged him. He killed 3,060-some Jews, and he's 105 now. He was like a big Nazi back in the day, and they just now charged his old ass. He 105. And I'm all good with it. It's fucking hella late because he lived his whole life times 10, but fuck it.
Better late than never, but got about 80 years.
You might as well just kill him.
Yeah. But look, y'all.
Might as well.
Nice, you got anything? Nice, you got anything you want to say?
Free R. Kelly. I want to say, let him out. Put him on some medicine. Keep him under watch. He can't live around no kids. Keep him away from schools, stuff like that. But 30 years, no. Free R. Kelly.
Tell the people how they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at nice2you_2. Nice to you too. And then Anchor, NiceFinesse. There we go.
And plug your stereo in too for the people who follow stereo.
Nice Bando on stereo. If you on stereo, Nice Bando, NiceBando.
All right, OG, what you got for me, man? If you don't have no last words, tell people how they can follow you, or if you got some last words, you can do the last words and plug your
My last words are: communicate with your partner, have kids with the right people.
Yes.
Take care of your kids. I think it's okay to be charitable. And you can follow me on Instagram at OgtheGoat9, the number 9, and on Twitter at OgtheGoat. And just see me there. We can talk. And on stereo, I'm OgtheGoat.
For sure. And for y'all who don't know, stereo is another audio platform similar to Clubhouse. It's a lot of dope conversations on there, a lot of dope people on there. You know what I'm saying? I met these lovely people on there, so y'all make sure y'all tap in. Toddy, what you got for us, man? You got any last words?
Yes, thank you so much for having me again, Huncho. I hope you invite me again and again and again.
For sure.
It was so fun. I really didn't even want to stop talking. But
your shows be too short, man. We need real shit.
Yeah, we could have went a little longer. I ain't gonna lie.
My podcast is 2 hours.
I gotta keep it wanting more. That's the strategy.
But you ain't invited us, Joe. Have you?
Right.
But anyways,
just
but thank you so much for letting us come on your show. Cool. It was a great conversation as always. And you guys can follow me. My name is TottieVision everywhere on every platform. Toddy_vision. Follow me on TikTok and click the link in my bio. Okay. I just started offering some mindset development. Counseling. So it's all in the bio, guys. Check it out.
For sure, man. Last but not least, Joe, man, you got any last words or anything you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, it's just for the fellas out there, man. If you have to, unless you got a last choice, stay away from single mothers. And this is not a knock on single mothers because they can be great women. But if you don't have any kids, there's not a lot of pros. You saw this guy's situation. Not saying she's bad. Not saying she don't deserve love. But be hesitant and careful to it because it's not a lot of pros to it. And this video is proof of that. Not saying they all like that, but if you can avoid it because it's unnecessary headaches that it's not a lot of pros. It's more
You
content.
know how many single fathers I've dated?
I swear to God, that's what I'm saying.
So many.
Father would never ask you to provide for their kids like a single mother will. Men
Well, you said
men
they'll
are
never
providers.
what?
Men are naturally providers. If a single father asks you to provide for their kid, they'll fucking.
The first thing a man wants you to do is be a mom.
That's not. We talking this.
I'm not. It don't matter.
Because when
That's
y'all
implicit value.
when y'all break up, he would never ask you to still be a mom.
The first thing a guy do is be like, "Oh, she's gonna be a great wife and mother." God, I don't want to take care of your kids.
That's why y'all together. But when she break up, he'll never ask that. But you see in this guy's situation.
Who cares about money?
Who
Why we gotta be about money anyway? We about to get into a whole nother debate.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm about to say that. That may be a possible.
So stupid.
We gonna say that it may be.
I love money.
Man, look, this was a very interesting panel right here, man. We may do a part 2 soon, man. You know, I know y'all love this episode, but I do want to say one thing. If you ever take my money and I gave it to you for shoes, clothes, shelter, certain type of food, you know, McDonald's food. McDonald's
taking
food,
us shopping?
But if you take my $300 I gave you and split it all amongst on that had kids, we're gonna have a problem. It's gonna be a problem. You're right, OG, you're right. I might have to get an accountant because you know what I mean. I may need you to show receipts, documents, bank statements. Like it's gonna look like you're applying for credit.
No, why don't you just marry her if you want to do that? You have no right to be doing all that.
Nah, I got all the right, man. No, if I give you my money, you look, bro. I'm here for my
then
child.
go buy it yourself.
When it comes
go buy it yourself. Show up to the house with some groceries.
What, bitch? What?
But anyway, it was a very fun show, man. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And I stress this, y'all, like y'all go support Nice, her cash out right there, or y'all follow her platform, OG, her cash out right there. Follow her platform, Toddy. She already know what to do. And y'all tap in. All these are very good content creators. RandomJoe, Joe, I seen your show every day. Yesterday, I like the Jeopardy concept y'all did. I was a fan of Brooklyn. That was real fun.
I told her too.
Look at the comments. They saying I feel like you're just getting started. It wasn't long enough.
I know. But, hey man, there's more to come. Y'all stay tuned. And yeah, man, Can You Blame Me podcast. It's not just a podcast, it's a brand, y'all. We gonna everybody do like this, man. We gonna
Deuces.
for sure.